Hey, Mrparka here to review one. This is actually the third release beneath the underground, and this is Androgynym. Hope I pronounced that right. It's kind of a weird name because the main character in the movie is named Nim, of course. And this I had not really heard much about. They actually had a secret screening at Wasteland, and I couldn't stay for it, unfortunately. But I ended up buying the movie, and I was really pleasantly surprised with what I watched. At first, it starts off, and it's kind of your, indie crime movie, and I'm like, okay, I might have seen something like this before. But soon as the film progresses, it gets kind of crazy. Our lead here. He seems to have some mental problems. Not everything is really, explained or right out in your face. I'm not even necessarily sure what his problems are, but eventually he castrates himself and becomes more feminine, and whether it's a ploy to escape his criminal background and these guys that are looking for him from a double cross that he had, or whether it's a mental thing inside of him. But he ends up meeting up with a person who they form this friendship, which is kind of like a loving friendship. The movie is part like crime drama, and it's also part awkward love story, strange love story, blossoming of these two people, and it's also part animation, which is a parallel storyline that goes on and has similes to the actual thing that's happening as well, because the love interest of our main character Nim is a guy who is making this animated short film, which is actually really awesome and really cool as well. It's kind of like Dante's Inferno with the paper-like puppet things like that. But regardless, this movie has a lot of guts. It's completely different, and the performances are really brave performances here. And I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was different. I thought it was unique, and I thought that a lot of people will see a lot of different things they haven't seen in it. I mean, it's like these kind of it's a love story and a crime movie, which we've all seen in an animated movie, but it takes these things and it does something different with them, which I can always appreciate. The ending is downbeat, of course, and a lot of things like this, but I actually was touched by the end of the movie. I felt a connection to it, and was getting teary-eyed and things like that. The old something in my eye type deal. But that doesn't happen with every movie, especially especially in a lot of independent films. You're more there for the fun of it a lot, or the just extreme where you don't really care about any of the characters established. But I cared, and the squibs that go off in here are actually pretty cool as well, and they establish the bad guys pretty well in this. And it's a good movie that has a decent pace. It is an hour and 42 minutes long. And I say that the third act is actually the most powerful in this film, but it doesn't work without the rest of the movie, of course. And the ending is beautifully shot with the outside stuff. I'm a sucker for wilderness shots and things like that. But brave performances and a brave movie all around, and a cool, unique crime love story animated film. / real. I mean, / it has animated moments in there. I just like the parallel storyline and things like that. Anyways, if you guys, I'd say check this one out. I'll probably have a link where you can get it if it's still available, but it is Androgynym. There we go. But yeah, good stuff. Brave performances, well-made, independent movie. I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.
Satana traveled for 2,400 years before finding an inhabitable planet.
Get out of town, kid. Don't come back. Ever.
This world, Earth as it was called, was always changing. Its people were always changing. This, to the Earthlings, was intolerable. No measure of self-control could soften its effect. He couldn't let them take that which gave him meaning, so he sent it away in the vain hope that the Earthlings would show him mercy and understanding.
Would you like a cup of hot tea?
I don't know what happened with you, or with your accident, or with your life, but I want you to stay. No one's ever gonna find that guy. It's taken care of. He had it coming.